Atlana Puett emigrated here from Kazakhstan at 25 years old and was able to get her master's degree in economics, start a family, and consistently achieve new things each and every day. She spoke to me about the hardships as well as the good things about moving to a new country alone and how that has impacted her life ever since.
I moved to the United States in August of 2000 when I was 25 years old, and the reason I moved here was that I married Marlon, my husband, who I met in a chat room around maybe like 3 or 4 months prior to that. So that was definitely something I probably, like, I've never, I thought it was something like magic. The hardest thing when I moved to the United States was probably the language barrier, because that was probably the one which was the most hardest to overcome. Being brought up in a Russian environment, or maybe not just Russian environment, but my native Kazakh and Russian environment, you definitely have that, in your blood. And then all of a sudden, when I came to this country, it just, dawned on me that it's like, this is it, like that I will not hear much Russian language on a daily basis. So that's kind of got me to the point where I just had to do something about to get that feeling off in my system. I started learning English back where it was back after the college. So back then Kazakhstan was going from socialism over to probably the open democracy, open market environment. And with that being said, the English became extremely necessary language to probably be further in any type of job opportunities. I got my master's degree in economics, Master's of Arts in Economics in University of Nevada. That was also like probably a step of necessity. It's not something that I was pursuing here in this country to begin with. When I first came to this country, I really was, I was lacking an opportunity of getting something like any type of a job. Well, first of all, I was pregnant. Another reason was that at that moment, we had like 2 girls already, and it was tough. I realized that unless I have local education, I probably won't be able to get any further in this country. So that was my motivation to basically go back to school and see if I can pick up some local classes at the local community college. And what happened at that moment, they basically told me, like, since you scored really high, then we're gonna have to refer you over to a grad school. It was tough in the beginning because as I was experiencing new life in the United States, it was really tough to have nobody to, except my relatives at that moment, to express what I was going through to someone who would probably understand. With Marlon, it was definitely easy to kind of give him some type of feedback on what I'm experiencing in this country, but not having someone from Kazakhstan at the first maybe 4 or 5 years of my life was pretty tough. The best thing about living here is it's just, still plenty of opportunities in this country. Definitely things you can do, you can try, you can experience, and there's no, at least the way I'm looking at it, there's a limit to it. So everything is possible in this country. What I miss about my country is, it's definitely that world I left behind. And it's probably something I will never come back to, because things change and time flies and culture develops further. So, but the world I have still in my soul, which I left in Kazakhstan when I was 25 coming over to this country, is something that I will still carry in my life with me.